Oh,
It was so hard.
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
You're bringing it today.
You know what a harlequin is? A harlequin's role is to serve. It's nothing without a master. And no one gives two shits who we are beyond that.
Margot, you have said that you are in love with Harley Quinn because she's funny, authentic, unpredictable. She has a PhD, she can talk to a beaver, she can be whatever she wants. So, how do you think Harley Quinn will describe you?
Oh my gosh, no one's ever asked me that.
Interesting.
I don't know. She'd probably think I was tremendously boring compared to her. Yeah, I think Harley, because of her psychiatric background, is really fascinated by people who have issues. And when she can sense that, she gravitates towards them and she wants to pick their brain apart and get inside and provoke them. Meeting Huntress, for example, is very exciting for Harley because she's like, ooh, childhood trauma. She's gonna be a nutcase and she kills people efficiently. Oh, she's the best. So in that regard, I think Harley would be so thoroughly disinterested in me. And I don't have much for her to play with, right?
Joker and I broke up. I wanted a fresh start. But it turns out I wasn't the only dame in Gotham looking for emancipation.
Harley, like Canary, Huntress, Rene Montoya, all of them are seeking emancipation in their own way and for different reasons. So, for example, Mary Elizabeth, if you had a chance to talk with Huntress, what advice would you give it to her?
I guess the advice I would give to her is that she's enough, regardless of how many people she kills, or whether or not this vendetta is brought to fruition. You know, that she has against all these people who harmed her and her family. Of course, that is her life's purpose when we meet her. Is she just wants to take down these people who did these horrible things, and they should be taken down.
Yeah.
But I think regardless of that, kind of letting her know that she's enough, just who she is, you know, and that whatever happens, she's going to be okay.
Okay, it's really nice. That's good. Yeah.
This queen, she belongs to me.
Who are you guys?
So, I love Black Canary because
I love her
she's
too.
yeah, because she's a street fighter and she has to deal with a lot of things and she has to embrace her power. So, what do you like about her when you first read the script, the very first time?
I love the contradiction of her in her being so powerful and yet her not using these powers. It was something really interesting for me to explore and challenged me because at first I was like, well, why? And then as I explored her backstory more and went to the comics, I understood her relationship between her mother and, you know, so much happens when you have such a great parent who's known for such greatness and you don't want to be in their shadow. But then also with Canary's case, I think she's also afraid of surpassing her mother because she's placed her mother on such a pedestal. And so it's, for me, interesting to explore a woman who's so powerful and yet she's not achieving her true potential currently. And so to watch that happen was fascinating for me to explore.
We work together.
What year?
You gotta be kidding me.
If you had the chance to play another character in this movie, who would you choose and why?
I want to play them all because I want to play Harley because of how crazy and fun and weird she is and out there. But I want to play Black Canary because of the heart that you get to bring to it and that sort of truth that you get to, that inner truth you get to sort of sit in and hold on to until it comes out, you know? But you guys are both so perfect for both of the roles. It's true that I can't really imagine anybody but you doing it.
I mean, I have a massive crush on Huntress.
Oh,
so,
good.
You know, I mean, I'd probably choose to step inside of her. Wait, that's not, how?
Wow.
Boss. This isn't R-rated, right?
Yes, yeah.
I'm the one they should be scared of. Not you, not Mr. J. Because I'm Harley freaking Quinn.
Who's Who's having a good time?
Birds of Prey, it's a movie with a very diverse cast and with all these powerful female characters. But beside that, it's an empowering movie for women. What's the main difference between this movie and other comic book adaptations?
Well, to begin with, it's a female ensemble, which I can't think of another comic book film where there's an R-rated female ensemble. So it's definitely different in that regard, but it's also a version of Gotham that people haven't seen before. It's a story told by Harley Quinn, told in the way that only Harley would tell a story, which is pretty unreliable and unpredictable and weird and funny and out of order and colorful and poppy. So it's definitely different in that regard because it has a spin, in like a Harley kind of spin because it's her perspective, but it's also you're down in the gutters of Gotham, in the fringes, in the outskirts. You're not in Bruce Wayne's Gotham. You're not in high rises, and no dude's gonna swoop in and save the day. Everyone kind of has to find it within themselves to do, to overcome their obstacles. So it's a bit more gritty and it's a bit more rough around the edges, I would say.
The last one, a fun experience during filming that you would like to share?
I loved any time I got to be on wires. I love it. Like anytime you're on wires and you get to like fly up in the air or jump off a building.
Feels so good.
It's so fun. Because,
the action was the most fun and the hardest work, but both of those things together. So I loved it. I loved all of it. I loved working with these guys, taking down guys coming from every direction, using the crossbow. I got to use a gun, in one scene. I was using legs, using my arms, using my whole body, which just felt amazing to be sort of used in such a way, to such a purposeful degree. It was great.
It's so true. I mean, you end up having a totally different perspective of what your body can do and how strong you can feel. And like this crazy confidence I think I gained from having to push my body so hard physically. To train as a martial artist. It's not really something you can phone in, And so I just left feeling the strongest I've ever felt. And I mean, I guess that was fun.
Yeah.
Painful.
Yeah.
Painful.